ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome the newest member of our broadcasting team, Mr. Ryan Sikora. Ryan, welcome.
How are you?
You want to do color?
I think so.
Oh,
sure.
Whatever
you want to do.
Okay.
I'll go with it.
All right. You want to go with it? Okay. I'll tell you what. So, yes. All right. Why don't you do color for a little while? I'll do some play-by-play, and then we'll see if we can switch off here in the final minutes. So, all right. So Ryan is a senior at Pinnacle High School. Ryan is going to be majoring in broadcast journalism. Is that at ASU in the next fall, right?
Journalism of some kind.
Okay.
Not really sure yet where we're going to go with that.
All right.
Something like that.
Okay, so Legg brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. 2-by-1 set with a wing formation. Legg in shotgun set. Hands off to Stuber. Stuber runs around right corner, is pursued and swarmed by that vaunted Aztec defense.
And it's been like that all night, Vince. You've really seen it. I've been down by the field all night, and it's the key to this game was the Aztecs dominating on both lines of scrimmage. They really, on the offense, they were able to create holes for the running back, Anyale Velasquez, and on defense, they've been able to crash the lines and get in behind into the backfield and take out the running back in that scenario.
Okay, so looks like we have 4th and 22, Ryan. The Mustangs are opting to punt here, wisely so. Even with a few minutes remaining, you still don't want to take a chance and see what your defense can do. And not a very good snap.
Oh,
boy. All right. So with that being said, Aztecs will will regain possession of the football on the 13-yard line of the Mustangs. Coming out at quarterback for the Aztecs is number 6, R.J. Sines. Sines is a 5'10 junior. And looks like, looking at the rest of the line here, we probably are dealing with their second or third line. These guys are noticeably smaller than what we saw in the first half.
You are definitely seeing their second unit right now.
Okay.
That's my expert opinion there.
Is Isaac Kubat with the carry there, and a host of Mustangs led by number 90.
Kubat has gotten a lot of carries in the second half. You're still seeing them, even with the second unit, they were still able to dominate the line of scrimmage there. And they've been able to handily take out the Dobson front line most of the night, if not the entirety of the game. And that, again, is why it's 48-0 right now with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game.
All right, Kubat once again with the carry. Is able to pick up a yard or two on that and brought down pretty quickly on the play by 65 for the Mustangs. That's Frankie Contreras. 3:35 remaining in the ball game. Aztecs up 48-0 from the Mustang 9-yard line. The give once again to Kubat. Kubat right up the middle on the zone read. The give, and gains a couple more. Takes him down to about what appears to be the 2-yard line now of the Mustangs, maybe the 3, Ryan.
That's been their bread and butter play the entire night. That little handoff right behind the guard. They like to run it down the middle. They don't run as much behind the tackles. They create a lot of space through that middle, though, and it clearly works for them here, even with their second unit. Okay,
so with that being said here in the final 2:49, the give once again, and a new running back in the game. That's number 26 on the carry. That's Austin Tygart, and with a loss of a couple.
Not as good off the blocks there for the offensive line. Good penetration from Dobson in order to at least attempt a goal line stand here. A moral victory if there ever was one.
Second and goal from the 5-yard line. And a little bit of mayhem in the backfield as Dobson's number 20, Andrew Goodnow, manages to knife through the line and makes a play, and a couple of yard loss there for the Aztecs. 5-yard loss on that. according to our PA announcer this evening. R.J. Sines still in the game, manning the helm as the quarterback here for the Aztecs. 3rd and 10. Ball is on the 10-yard line. 2-by-2 set. And the give, once again, to Tigert. Tigert loses a couple. The W, when you get the win, whether it's by 1 or by 48, you still get the win. You walk out of here. So, Coach Bechtold is letting this clock run out. I keep wanting to say Coach Venturo because that's who I grew up around. You know, Coach Gary Venturo. He was here for so many years and coming back now, and the great job that Coach Bechtold has done. He just kind of took the baton and continues building great teams and competitive teams for this program and this community. So 34 seconds remaining. Go ahead, Ryan.
And I was going to ask you one more question here.
Yes, sir.
What do you think Coach Godzilla is going to have discussions for? Because we're obviously again with them next weekend.
Yes.
Next Thursday.
Yes.
So how do you think the response from them is going to be in terms of what are they going to go in and do?
Well, you know, I got to tell you, I'm very impressed with what he's building over there. It's again, he's got a little bit of work ahead of him. But you were a little closer to the action. What did you see?
Again, I saw a lot of frontline domination by Corona del Sol, which I think we expected coming into the game. Maybe not to the extent that we got. But Dobson certainly have room for improvement up there in terms of winning on the line of scrimmage and dominating in the trenches against Casa Grande next week. But there is certainly some spots to improve. I was impressed with Makai Stuber, the running back, number 24.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when they gave him a hole that was good enough for him to find some yards of space, he was able to take it and make 2 or 3 yard gains into 4 or 5 yard gains.
Sure.
Quarterback Jordan Legg, you didn't get to see much of him today. They tried to run the ball. They didn't want to turn the ball over a lot. Maybe you try and open up next week a little more, get him a little more action.
Yep.
Other than that, I think you just need to see improvement on the front lines and of both offensively and defensively.
Take a knee and live to see another day. So, Ryan, anything else?
No, I think you've said it all. I think you're going to take the knee here. You're going to get out of here healthy, even though you've lost 51-0. It doesn't look the prettiest. You've got some building blocks to go into next week where, like we've already said, we're going to cover them again. So we're back here with Dobson next week, Thursday night versus Casa Grande. And let's see, that is the final horn.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in here on the Thursday night high school football game of the week, the JV Sports Show. On behalf of our crew, producer Greg Jones, camera person Kat Jones, Tara Poovey, James Poovey, my broadcast partner, and my new broadcast partner for the late in the second half here, Mr. Ryan Sikora.